Welcome to another episode of the Family Bloodline Podcast. I'm glad that everyone could join us. And today we will be talking about Lil Nas X's Montero. So with that
Wow.
being said, let's get it.
Let's get it. Family bloodline. The 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 family
So let me start this off by saying, like, first off, understanding everything that a lot of people are saying about the video. Uh, I found it when I initially watched it. You know, I looked at it and I watched it, and I gotta be honest, like I found it absolutely freaking hilarious. And I shared with y'all before, I found it hilarious because nobody's dealing with the fact that this dude took a stripper pole from heaven through earth to hell and landed in a perfect stripper pose.
Yes. That was the longest stripper pole.
It had to be like the
known
longest
to
the stripper
creation.
pole ride.
In history. In history.
Yes, it was like a
Ain't
third
no-
of the
yeah.
video.
Nobody
Watch out, Mississippi, MI, crooked letter, in P Valley. You got some competition.
That's what the girls are saying.
deal with that pole. Not only did he have the longest stripper pole slide, somehow, some way, he changed clothes during that slide.
Right.
Had a whole outfit change
Oh my
during
God.
the pole slide. Don't know how it happened. I ain't even sure exactly when it happened. Between heaven and hell, it changed. By the time he ended up in hell, he
Right.
had six bangs going on.
Yeah.
Off of that.
With fed in braids, red
Right.
feed in braids. Yeah.
Yeah.
This guy did it. The longest damn stripper pole slide in the world.
It was
Ain't
a
he?
lot. It was a lot.
Working on Satan.
And then it was hard to follow the storyline because there was so much going on in the
That
video
was a lot. Absolutely a lot going
and
on.
all these different colors and people, and it's a snake, and it was a lot. But
Yeah.
I did find a really good statement on people.com. They gave a really good description of kind of the whole objective of the video,
Okay.
which is filled with the biblical references. The video begins with the artist being seduced by a snake in the Garden of Eden. He's then put on a trial, subsequently stoned to death, but not with stones, before he ascends to heaven. His trip is cut short as he rides a pole down to hell, where he gives Satan a now infamous lap dance in patent leather thigh-high stilettos.
Can we talk about that twerk though?
So that was the
on
video,
Facebook?
y'all. if you didn't understand it.
Oh my God. So I thought the video was quite interesting myself, but I was quite disappointed in that twerk. Like it was the worst. It was like it was the driest twerk. Like if you're gonna twerk on Satan, twerk on Satan. Okay. I mean Satan, I'm sure Satan has saw some things.
He got a good body. He could have bent that back.
Girl, there was not a
Yeah.
booty bounce. There was not a butt cheek. You know how the alternate butt. There was none of that. It was just a. It was a very lackluster twerk, and I was not impressed.
Even Satan was kind of like
I know he was like,
what
"I'm
was
gonna
going
let you
on.
do it because you Lil Nas X, but
Right.
Right.
I've seen better twerks."
Well, you just gonna take that pole ride down here and do this on me right now, huh? I'm not even
Mhm.
ready. I'm not ready for all this. I'm cleaned up enough, but since you're here, I'm gonna lean back in this chair. You're gonna do what you gotta do, little guy.
Right.
I got other souls to steal today. I got other souls to steal. So okay. Don't have at it.
Yeah, the twerk was just lackluster. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Did you guys hear about Satan being CGI? Do you believe that? Like I'm reading it on people.com is that it's CGI Satan. And I'm like, that looks
I mean, it's possible.
like that person is really there. Like it's not some weird.
I mean, I'm sure they had like something there so he can, so it can look real for them to CGI the statement.
Yeah.
But I'm sure there was like there probably have been like a person of that size or stature there, so it can look somewhat real, so they could do that.
Yeah.
But I mean, I can see that they CGI everything these days.
Yeah.
Oh, good
Very
point.
interesting. I would have never believed
But
it.
yeah, that's a pretty good job. I mean, but overall, I think the video was like ridiculously artistic, and like I was reading an article from Times Magazine earlier today, just a few minutes ago actually, that was talking about the significance of all the symbolisms that played into the video. And the video happens fast, so there's a lot that's coming at you.
So fast.
Yes.
Right.
What is like only 3 minutes, like 3 minutes, 3.5 minutes.
3 minutes is like a roller coaster. It took you on like a whole
I was like, whoa, it's a
journey.
lot going on here.
Yes.
But the artistic creativity that went into it is something to be looked at, and to actually be celebrated at the very least, because of, you know, again, in 3 minutes and some change, they packed a ton of information into that video. And his voice is catchy enough that your ears are drawn, your eyes are drawn away from what's happening in the video, and your ears are just listening to "Call Me by Your Name." Because, like I said, you know, like you said earlier, that's probably the only thing I know from the song. I thought the song,
and the beat, like the beat just catchy. When the beat comes on, I'm like this.
Right.
It's a great beat. Very simple, 2 notes, a couple of beats, you know, very simple, straight through music.
A little acoustic guitar in there. That's
yes, I think that's what it is.
Yeah, gets you going. It gets you going.
Gives you a little salsa feel.
Yeah, a little boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like you could bop to it. You could bop.
Yeah. And that's why I need to know the lyrics, because I have no idea what he's saying. Because every time I try to hear the words, I can't get to the words because I'm caught by the music.
I bet they're gonna be playing it in the strip club.
I'm sure. They're gonna be practicing that pole slide from heaven.
It's like, now how can we get a pole like that?
We need the longest pole. The longest pole.
That's the longest pole slide.
Strippers jealous of him with the pole. Hilarious.
Ever.
So, you know, they
just
were
to take
on him, man.
Go ahead.
They were going in on him, you know, on Twitter. Just people didn't like it. A lot of people thought, oh, it's satanic. You making my kids do bad things or see bad imagery. But he was lashing back.
My thing is, I mean, it's not up to that man for what your kids see.
Yeah.
You are the parent at the end of the day.
Yeah, one response was,
and like even though you're a parent, we can't protect our kids from everything. So we got to make sure what we do instill in them is the right thing. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So
Lil Nas X's response to that was, there was no system involved. I made the decision to create the music video. I am an adult. You know, I'm not going to spend my entire career trying to cater to your children. That is your job. Like that's quote.
Had a little package in them little drawers.
I mean, that's a conversation. I mean, how responsible are these people for the imagery and what kids see and stuff like that?
I see how people be like, "Oh, you're a role model," but at the same time, you are your child's first role model as a parent.
Yeah. So let's unpack that a little bit, right? Because what I've often found out now, so after I saw the video, right, and I understood where Lil Nas X was trying to go and the type of audience that he's trying to attract now, which is a complete 180 from Old Town Road. You know, he performed that song in freaking grade school where kids are dancing with him and he was singing or whatever the case may be.
Yeah. And Panini, that was a cute little song too. His little Panini song with Sky Jackson. That was cute.
Yeah. But after I watched the video and spoke to my kids, I immediately told my kids that Lil Nas X is now off limits to you all.
No.
You know, You're not, and so it's not his job to
Right.
parent people's kids.
That's
Right.
true. I
And
agree.
if your kids are going to be influenced, regardless
Right.
of you being present or not.
Right.
And the
Hmm.
only thing that you can do is hope that you've given them enough stability and a foundation to where
Mhm.
they can make the correct decision
And when
when
facing those.
they encounter it, right?
Hmm.
And to begin to blame Lil Nas X for being not a good role model or whatever super Christian
Right.
stereotype
'Cause you know where
might
it
be
comes
out there.
from.
Well, that's it's not his job. Like Charles Barkley used to say back in the day, I'm not a role model, you know,
He said he a basketball player.
basketball player. So parents got to take responsibility for their children's actions
Hmm.
and monitor what their children are watching if they're in their
Yeah.
house.
But at
And
the
if
same
you go,
time, these are the same parents that's twerking in front of their kids,
Girl.
drinking in front of their kids,
Girl.
cursing in front of their kids, cursing their kids out.
Ain't
You
been to
know,
church in 5, 10 years.
I mean, you like you have to be a role model first before you expect anybody else to teach your child anything.
Mhm.
Like they expect teachers to teach their kids. They expect, the world to just be perfect so their kid can grow up in this little bubble, and that's just not how it works.
now I'm gonna have to be a little honest. You might have to edit this part, Shay, but I
Uh,
don't give a shit about everybody else's kids a lot of time,
ooh.
you know. And the honest truth is, I'm not saying that to be mean or to disregard people's kids, but I've got enough on my own plate to manage and supervise with my children to be worried about
Okay.
and concerned about somebody else's goddamn kids.
Okay.
Right.
Enough over here. All right.
Yeah, be present for your kids when you can be present for your kids and do that.
Hmm.
So again, if I was an entertainer in that fashion, that's what I'd be telling people like, them your kids.
Right.
Them ain't my kids.
Mm-hmm.
I don't owe you or your children anything. It is not
Mm-hmm.
my responsibility to figure out how to make money for me according to your beliefs. Damn that. Damn that.
That's
Now, if he was like the sole creator behind this video, this was all his idea, and nobody pushed his narrative onto him, then I mean, by all
what he
means, that's
said.
that's that man and his art.
He
But
said,
like,
I
if
am
this
an
was
adult.
forced on him,
I
like,
chose to do
right,
this.
which I don't believe that he would do anything that was forced on him. So I'm sure this was all his idea.
Yeah.
There's always
So
conspiracy theories that come out of Hollywood. So
Hmm.
yeah.
Well, people were also mad, saying that he was destroying society. And his response was, there's a mass shooting every week that our government does nothing to stop. Me sliding down a CGI pole isn't what's destroying society.
Mike
Okay.
Mike effing drop, right?
Okay. Can't argue with that.
Okay.
Yeah,
you
absolutely.
uh,
I cannot
I
argue with
mean,
that.
how many mass shootings are we on now? It's like 20 or 30.
Girl, countless.
I've
I
lost
mean, yeah.
count.
You can't blame this guy for lighting the match when the freaking building's already on fire.
Yep.
Like, what the hell sense does that make? What that is that's misdirection and people not want to take accountability and acceptability of their own behaviors.
Pretty much.
Oh, you're destroying society. Meanwhile, you in the alley smoking crack and sucking.
Beep. I'll put my
So
I
I'll
don't
put
know
my
why I
beep
was
in
so
there.
immature about that at that moment. I'm
I definitely wasn't prepared. I wasn't prepared either.
okay. Okay.
But no, that's a bunch of bull crap. I mean, so what I actually and honestly do correlate that statement with, with people trying to point the finger at him and saying he's destroying society. Me being an '80s baby and being a huge fan of hip hop,
Hmm.
that reminds me of the politicians against hip hop, right? Against
Hmm.
NWA, against Ice-T, against all of that.
Hmm.
Now they had a huge issue with black artists uh, coming out talking about what was going on in the areas that they grew up in, and the politicians began to pour on the bull crap language and jargon of, oh, you're You're promoting police violence. You're promoting murder. You're promoting drug use and selling. You're promoting this.
Oh
But
yeah,
not
it
one
was
of them
all
motherfuckers said
things.
anything about John Wayne killing all these people.
Yeah.
They was cool with the Terminator, who ended up becoming a freaking governor. They was cool with him murdering mass motherfuckers in movies. I mean,
Mm.
this dude killed a fucking alien.
Right.
Killed an alien, and they didn't have anything bad to say about that. They weren't. It took them a while because they did end up coming out and blasting rock, but they weren't like riding rock in the same stance that they rode hip hop and trying to make
Mm.
sure they took it out. It wasn't a
Exactly.
common movement, a common thing of music, right?
Yeah.
So so that was their way again of putting the pressure and the burdens of the ills of society, which they created, the politicians, and they helped sustain, from taking the blame and responsibility and accepting that. It's misdirection and pointing a finger and saying, oh, well, since you black guys are calling other black guys niggers, you guys should be censored. You should
Mm.
be censored. But Clint Eastwood can call somebody a nigga in a movie and it's cool. Now he
Right.
didn't literally call Clint Eastwood didn't call anybody a nigga in a movie. But he was racist in some movies. I mean, if you look at so I'm a little bit of a Western buff too. The Good, the Bad, the Ugly,
Mm.
you know, he was
Hmm.
racist against my man's in there. Anyway,
Mm.
I ain't gonna go too far into
I
that.
don't think
But
I've ever seen that movie.
oh, you should.
Yeah. I mean,
It's a
but this
classic.
imagery is around. This imagery has been around for a long time, you know. I
Yeah,
think about metal music, Marilyn Manson and all the heavy metal
right.
bands and all the satanic imagery
Yeah,
have
Oh
been
God, I remember
been
when
doing
Marilyn
this
Manson came
stuff. Like
out. Yeah.
nobody's talking about that. Where's the whole social uproar? I mean, their imagery sometimes way worse than what Lil Nas X did.
damn it,
Yeah.
Ozzy
Way worse,
Osbourne
blood
was
splattering
He was
everywhere.
eating bat. That man
eating
was eating
animal.
bat.
By the way, Ozzy Osbourne ate the head off a bat and did get COVID. Throwing that out there.
Huh? Well,
So
well, oh, oh.
Didn't think about that, people. So let's speak to the religious aspect of it.
Okay.
Um, because my question begins, regardless of a person's personal religious views, what makes them think that this artist, Lil Nas X, subscribes to their religion and he has to uphold their religious values?
right.
If he's a Satanist, which I don't think he is, and I wouldn't care if he was, but if he was a
I don't
Satanist,
think he is either.
no, he was doing the right thing by his brand of religion, right?
Hmm.
Um, even with that being said, and it kills me that we move in this, and I'm saying we, but I'm really not talking about myself because again, I don't care about what his religion is or what his views are. I mean,
Right.
the video and the video did exactly what it was meant to do, right? It
Get
was
people talking.
people talking.
Hmm.
It was meant to generate a buzz, and it did.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it did that.
Yeah, but it also what happened is if you look at the Christian platform, what happened with him and that is they gave him reason to it was a bit of a therapeutic moment for him, if you ask me, to be like, y'all are the same motherfuckers that castrated me. Like,
I mean, that's what he
Mm-hmm.
said in one of his posts. I spent my entire teenage years hating myself because of shit y'all preached, what happened to me because I was gay. So I hope you mad, stay mad, feel the same anger that you teach us to have towards ourselves.
again,
Mm.
That's how he
another
feels
mic drop.
about it.
Now, here's my thing. Um, I don't know, like what God these people supposedly pray to or worship.
Okay.
The God I know is all loving. He's uh grace, like he has he's patient and he's kind and loving and uh you know he's forgiving. Um, but the way that people make it seem is it like, oh, if you do something bad, that's just it. No, that's not it. Because if that was the case, all of us would be wiped out.
Well, yeah. And again, people begin to get on a platform on a soapbox and begin to believe that they become the mouthpiece for the creator. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Which is honestly, personally, this is my personal opinion. It's not the opinion of the full cast of the family bloodline. This is James Allen Glasses Jr.'s personal opinion. I want to say
His
that.
Christian name.
Yeah, I
Okay, the
gave you all,
whole
gave y'all my
His
whole damn
Christian name.
right. I'm gonna need you to edit that out. But
they already got it from Ain't Cat anyway.
I know, right? For real.
Mm.
That's a bit of an arrogant stance. That's what I was about to say.
Mm-hmm.
When people decide that they're going to become the mouthpiece for God in that aspect, and
Mm-hmm.
they begin to essentially do exactly what they did to Lil Nas X, not just as he grew up, but even now,
Mm-hmm.
which begins to cement what he said about them and how they treated him when he
Right.
was
Mm-hmm.
young, and
Right.
them acting outside of what their actual religious doctrine teaches. It solidifies what he's saying, and they begin to become hypocrites and whitewashed sepulchres is what their scriptures actually called them when acting that way.
Wow.
Mm.
So what they did, and he does it to me again watching the video, the ending scene when he kills Satan
He
is
said,
yeah he paint to me he painted the picture that he's killing the Satan they knew, and since they made him the new Satan, he'll take over.
mm-hmm.
He'll take
Okay.
over.
Look at you breaking it down.
A little
Breaking
bit.
down that
Hey,
imagery.
somebody got to
Go
break it
ahead.
down because it was a lot.
Logical exits. Yeah, man.
Yes.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I
that's
mean,
what he did.
I like the
Oh, you want me to
video.
be like?
I
Go
could,
ahead, Shay.
I like the video. I see how people can be in their feelings about it, but I liked it as far as its creativity.
Yeah.
I give it a thumbs up for that. And if that's how you choose to express himself, that's his protest in a sense, you know.
Yeah.
So
Absolutely.
I'll support him in that as an artist.
Yeah. And if so, for those of you all who don't like it, who don't agree with his lifestyle, who can't get past it being essentially sacrilegious to you, don't put your fucking money towards it.
Right.
Don't
Don't
watch
watch
it.
it.
Turn your TV off, or turn your TV from it. Turn your computer from it. Don't let it
Go
be
to
playing
Bible
in your
study.
house. Or Bible study. Yeah. Turn it off in your house. Don't talk about it.
Yeah.
It shouldn't affect you that much. What he eat don't make you shit, and vice versa.
Yeah.
So don't spend your time
One
on it.
3-minute music video is not gonna
And got the
turn your
whole world
child.
buzzing.
It's not gonna turn your child into like a demon or something. So
Right.
I think
That
y'all be
3-minute
okay. You know?
Now
That-
you mad because little Billy want to come through here in his leather stilettos. You got a whole nother problem. That ain't on that
Right.
man.
That 3-minute
That ain't
video,
on that man.
yeah, that 3-minute video ain't going to turn your child into what you don't want, but your actions
Absolutely not.
Right.
Yep.
their actions as a parent will make that child want to go head first exactly into
In the opposite direction of where they're trying to.
absolutely.
Yeah, that sure is
Absolutely.
how it works.
So
That
they need
works
to
a
be
lot.
less verbal about what they're saying and put more action into what they want the world to be.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
Well,
turn the shit off if you don't like it. I was watching a kung fu flick and I love kung fu flicks. I didn't like the motherfucker. I turned it.
Simple.
Yeah.
simple.
I didn't like the way my old cell phone company was making me pay. I switched. I fucking switched.
Switch.
No switcheroo.
If I don't like the way my shoes fit, I'll go get another pair of shoes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So just
Yeah.
leave the guy alone. If you don't like it, don't put your money into it.
Yeah. Don't put your energy.
It's free will. It's all free will.
Yeah, people have to stop telling each other what they should and shouldn't be doing all the time. It's like some people just love it. Just anything like you shouldn't be doing that. You should be doing this. Just like, come on, man. You know, people gotta live. Everybody's not gonna be like you. You know,
Yep. Embrace. I mean, if
life.
everybody was the same, this world would be so bland.
diversity.
So bland.
You know. So yeah, any last thoughts, you guys? Final thoughts on this strange?
Sure. Raise your own damn kids.
Right. Raise your own kids.
Don't you be telling people what they should do.
Okay. And quit
Not
looking for everybody else to
obedience.
do it. You be a role model for once.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all I gotta say.
Okay. Regardless of all the hype and conspiracy theories that follow it and what people might be thinking about it, I think it's one hell of a creative video. I think the
Yeah.
video was very well done, honestly.
They put some
And
money behind that video.
yeah, he
Yeah.
did. I'm not going to
He
Real
go.
had some good
money.
wigs too. It was some good wigs in that
Yes.
video.
I'm not well versed in wigs, but
Oh, hey, I love me a good wig now.
and I'm not going to go put my money invest in his videos or
Right.
his albums or anything, but I do appreciate him for making this one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Keep on
Gotta
doing what you're
stop.
doing.
Yep, do what you do, man.
So yeah, everybody, let us know what your thoughts are. How did you like the video? How do you feel about the imagery and the song itself? Leave us comments. We want to know your thoughts.
Yeah,
Let
and
us
trust me, be honest. We can handle it.
Yes.
I pay my own bills now, so I can handle just about anything at this point.
Right.
Okay. We wipe our own ass.
Right. Right.
And if we can't handle it as individuals, we'll handle it together.
Yeah. Yes.
And still win. Well, you guys, that's our review of the Lil Nas X. What's the video called? Montero?
Montero.
That's what we think about it. Hope you enjoy the video. Make sure you like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe.
Family bye.
Subscribe.
Bye. Good night.